In the case where you do have multiple documents and you wish to use the supplementary details stored in the database for use across these documents, across suites, it's simply done by clicking on the various headings. We'll start off and feed in project details. We populate the details. The benefit being that these details being stored in the database will automatically populate into the document. New, we said new office development. And what's important is to look along the side here so that we know that a P relates to information only required in a Proxa document. So the project street address, 123, whatever it may be, this information will now be used and drawn directly into the document at the time of creation. So this field here would be South Africa, and this field over here would be the earth, or the portion number, earth number 678 Rand, whatever that may be. Must save that information, successful, click OK. Step through to the next client information. The benefit now being that if we have pre-populated a client from a previous document suite or previous document, we don't have to feed this information from scratch. So you use the plus button to select from the database that existing information. Select the employer from previous suites or previous documents. In this case, I'm going to select a previously populated field, click on Save, successfully copied, and you will notice that the details have been populated. The next benefit is that at the time of creation of the document, these fields will automatically populate into the document itself. Move on to the next, project consultant's details, and these have all been previously completed, so I select using the plus button to extract from the database. You will notice that this information only applies to Proxa. In other words, it's not needed across the other documents. So there is the legend, P Proxa. So we need a client's representative. Click on the database field, select the information, the particular client, save, and it will have populated. Successfully copied, click OK. How do I know it's copied? It doesn't show you the details. If you wish to view the details or amend the details, you can click on alongside, and those are the details associated to this client. Make a change. In this case, I'm just going to close. Run through the next consultant. These are all required in the document itself. Principal consultant, and save. Error, so if we do get an error, just save it. Sometimes successful, click OK. Principal agent, select the principal agent, or add a new principal agent if you wish. So if it's not an existing, you will add, and then on the same basis populate the details. Save. Successful, click OK. Development manager. Now the document that we are going to create, let's just assume is the quantity survey or the project manager. So we don't really need anything else here other than the document that applicable to what we're going to be creating. So if we're creating the project manager, select the name of the project manager. So these are all been pre-populated. Click on save, successful, click OK. If you wish to view, just to make sure, cross-check, check the details of the project manager, amend if needed, close. We then move across principal contractor details. You'll find no P, meaning not needed in the Proxa document. Subcontractor details, no P means not required in the subcontract document. Arbitrator details, P, yes, means it's needed. Populate the information from first principles, or if it has been pre-populated, click save, success, and the information has been updated. Mediator details required in the Proxa document, select it from the database. Mediator details, save, successful, click OK, and it is done. And it is as simple as that. Once that is then done, we're now ready to go through the creation process of the document. Before that, if you wish to get a summary of those details that you have just populated, you can click this button and it will open up a page of the details that you have populated across all of these fields, so that you can do a manual check to see that it is as you require. For example, it has opened up a page. There are the project details, the client details, the project consultants, etc. And if you wish, you can print this as well. So you can print that document, and it's a useful cross-check just to make sure the details are correct. Close that once you are finished, and we are then ready to move to the next step in the document creation. In order to do that, we move straight directly to the document folders, and that will take us to the folders, previously created folders. There will be a folder already. Scroll down to your project document folders. We're not looking at reference documents, we're looking at project folders. There is our folder, new office block. There is the reference code, the date when it was created. What we do now is open folder, and we are then going to say create new document. Select the document that we wish to create. We said it's going to be a project manager document. Project manager, create new document. It will prompt us to confirm. You will notice now that the information has been populated into the front page. If you still wish, you may, if you choose alteration, you still have the option of changing the name of this project, or the date, or the code if you wish, VM. Once I click save, these fields, specifically that project, is going to be watermarked and locked into the document. So make sure that this is the last opportunity to make sure that that reads exactly how you wish to read. And once we are complete, we're not going to deal with collaborators at this point. We say save document. The information from the database has now been populated straight into the document. Successful. And it will now take us to the actual document. There it is, who created, which document are we looking at, project manager. And what we're now going to do is view or edit the document. So we're going to open, proceed, give it a minute or two for it to load. Don't be impatient, and then click here to open the document. 2.2 megabytes in this instance. And now if we scroll through, you'll notice your front page has been populated. You can still change the date if you wish. You will scroll through to the second section of the document, and you will notice that the fields will have been populated for you. So this saves a tremendous amount of time. Obviously there are still fields that we haven't populated, but the bulk of the information will be in the document itself. Project manager, and there it is. Once we are complete, at the bottom or at the top of the document, click here to save, and that will now save that document online. Assuming we're not collaborating, you will then click close this window, and the revision will have been updated from revision 1 to revision 2. Revision 2, document has now been updated, and we're obviously free to open at any later point in time. Return back to the home suite once we're complete.